was going to try to re-upload it tomorrow for Christmas Day, talking about movies I've seen, and it was actually pointed away from me, the camera this time. So I don't know if just flipping it made it a difference here live on YouTube, but it didn't record any of my audio. So you just saw a Christmas tree and that was it. So that will probably just go up tomorrow with no audio for like about 13, 14 minutes, just the Christmas tree. And then that could be for Christmas. And then on Friday, hopefully I'll be able to do a movie review and update of what I've seen so far, especially for this Christmas season. But in this video, kind of wanted to do an update on USC men and women's basketball, Duke men and women's basketball, and Lakers and Anaheim Ducks. Quick updates. Try to be as quick as I can here for the live update. So when it comes to the men's basketball side, Chad Baker Mazzara leads the Big Ten in scoring and ranks number 4 in the nation with almost 22 points per game through 10 games at that time when I got that. And yeah, just more stuff. He's the only player in NCAA to average 21.5 points and 1.5 blocks. He's number 1 in the Big Ten, number 4 in the NCAA, first player in USC history with 30 plus points and 3 plus blocks in a game, first Trojan since at least 1997 to average 21 plus points in their first 10 games in a season. So yeah, he's definitely past my expectations. I knew he was pretty good, part of a really good Auburn team that went to the Final Four pretty recently. I don't know why something bothered me, but yeah, I didn't really know how good he was going to be just solo, kind of running a team. But yeah, he is very talented. So hopefully nothing bad happens to him, unlike a lot of the top guys on this team so far. And he's leading us so far. They've only had one, maybe 2 losses this early part of the season. So yeah, definitely very happy about that. Now, when it comes to the Ratliff twins who are coming in to next year's class, they actually got a bump in their rankings. I believe, I think it's Adonis. Yeah, he went up to number 10, which is pretty cool. And I think he was previously like 26 or 28. And they said his brother Darius went from 52 to like 26 or something crazy. They made a big jump. So the USC recruiting classes went from top 10 to now top 9, which is pretty cool. At least a little bit of a spot. We'll see if they add anybody else later this year coming up. I don't think they expect to add anybody, but hopefully they do add some young talent to this team coming in the next couple of years. Then when it comes to a game they played against Washington State, they got that victory 68-61. Jacob Kofi led them with 21 points and 10 rebounds. Chad Baker also threw in 19 points and 6 rebounds as well. Sadly, on the NBA front, we did hear that Cavs' Evan Mobley is out 2 to 4 weeks with a left calf strain. So yeah, it always seems like he ends up getting hurt at some point in the season, but luckily it's only for about a month, if most. So hopefully it's something too serious for Evan. Then when it comes to a schedule update, yeah, they were supposed to play Brown, but after that tragedy that happened with that school shooting on their campus, they decided to reschedule that and get UC Santa Cruz, who I believe is a Division III school. So technically this win or loss would not count against them this last Sunday, but luckily they were still able to. I'll get into that because they actually had another game prior to that. I think that was UTEP they played next after Washington State 97-70. They beat UTEP, and Ezra Asar led them with 22 points, 10 rebounds. Chad Baker threw in another 20 points and 5 rebounds. Even Ryan Cornish, a guy who's been coming off the bench, had a season high 18 points, 2 in that game. And sadly, pretty soon after that, they did hear that their guard Rodney Rice will miss the remainder of the season with a shoulder injury. I knew they had said it popped out maybe a couple times, especially there down in Maui. And yeah, it's just tough to hear because he was one of their top 1 and 2 punch that it was going to be with Chad Baker, Mazzara as well. So yeah, it was tough to hear, but we'll see what he does and if he ends up going to the NBA or trying to get another year on a medical red shirt. You never know. And then when it comes to a guy, they recently signed a player in Cam Woods who was in the transfer portal for quite a bit. He was with Robert Morris last year, averaged almost 15 points a game and over 5 assists. This is definitely one of the latest guys I've ever seen added to a roster who was from the portal. And I guess it's not like they were given this opportunity to do that because of the amount of injuries they have, but I guess because he was still in the portal, and I don't know what is the real legalities of how they were able to get him, but the other day he looked pretty good against UC Santa Cruz. So hopefully he's a nice spark for them off the bench. And then when it comes to the Lute Olson watch list, I believe they just added Chad Baker Mazzara to that list. That's pretty cool. That goes out to one of the top players in the nation. And speaking of that UC Santa Cruz game, yes, they defeated them 102-63, and that was the 250th career win for Eric Musselman, the head coach. Congrats to him. And yeah, his game doesn't count apparently towards the record, but when it comes to at least showing that you're able to defeat a Division II or III school, you had to beat them quite a bit, which is what they still did. So that was nice to see. But either way, I guess it doesn't count towards the wins and loss. So we'll still take it as a victory in our heads as USC fans. But the next day, I think it was Monday this last week, they were ranked in the top 25 finally again at number 24. That was great to see. Their non-conference resume, they're 11-0 in non-conference, 2 quarter one wins, 3 quarter two wins. They're a Malvi Invitational title champion, and they're number 16 resume in college basketball, according to evanmaya.com, whatever that is. But either way, they're making their case for the tournament, I guess, for especially what they've been through with all those injuries on their team so far, and still with only 1 or 2 losses, like I said earlier. So yeah, that's pretty insane. When it comes to the women's basketball side, yes, they defeated, I believe that was Cal Poly the other day, 86-39. I believe Jazzy Davidson Deasy. So that was London. She had 28 points. Jazzy did throw in 17 points and 9 rebounds as well. In their next game, they had a little bit of a tougher matchup up there in the Bay against Cal and got that victory 61-57. Jazzy led them with 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 blocks. So not bad for one of the top freshmen out there in the country. And then she was also named the Big Ten Freshman of the Week this last week. So that was good for her. And I believe the incoming freshman, I already forget her name, but I believe she's from Australia, and she won the FIBA Under-17 Oceania Cup with Team Australia, and she was named the MVP of that tournament too. So yes, once again, a lot of talent coming in for this USC women's program. And going on to the Duke basketball side, yes, they did lose that big game to Texas Tech this last weekend by 1 point, and they could probably blame it on a lot of the free throws that they missed. It was like over 12, and yeah, it's just a bad game. They were even leading towards the end by 17, so it felt very reminiscent of their game against. Hello, everybody. Hello, Beach and Noel. Hello, everybody. And yeah, so yeah, it just sucks that they're able to lose that game in the same fashion as Houston, which sucks. But I guess we have to get through it. Luckily, they got this game out of the way this season, so they don't have to experience it in the tournament like they did last year with Houston. So I'm happy about that at least. And then the Duke women's basketball team, I believe it was Belmont they played against. They defeated them 76-46. Dave's doing well. Thank you very much, Ghost Kid. And during that Belmont game, Toby Fournier had 26 points, 16 rebounds, and was 9 of 15 for field goals. I believe the 16 rebounds is a career high right now for her. And Concanoople in the NBA for Charlotte became the fastest player to reach 100 career 3 points made in NBA history, breaking the previous record by 12 games, which was just insane. I think he was even defeated Luka by quite a few games as well. So yeah, this guy's just been on a tear for the ex-Duke Blue Devils. Very happy to see that. And then Tyrese Proctor got his first start in the NBA recently for the Cavs, had 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. So not bad of a debut there. A couple of 5-star guys that are getting some predictions to pick Duke coming up soon. Darren Rippey Jr., the 5-star point guard, looks like he was 100% to commit to Duke. Also, Jordan Smith, the combo guard, was also number 2 in the nation, is going to pick Duke apparently to these predictions. So that would be a nice Christmas gift for the Duke Blue Devils. And when it comes to a 5-star and Bruce Branch III, looks like he has both Duke and USC going after him. So, of course, both of my schools going after him. So hopefully he ends up at one of those schools. And then when it comes to the Lakers, yes, they defeated the Suns. I don't know how long ago this was. Like I said, I'm just trying to update on all this older news. But yes, they defeated them 116-114. I only say that because I know they lost the Suns twice pretty recently. But they got this victory. Luka had 29 points, LeBron with 26, DeAndre with 20 as well. Then in their next game, they defeated the Utah Jazz on the road 143 to 135. Luka had a triple double with 45 points, 11 rebounds, and 14 assists. He's the first Laker with a 40-point triple double since 1981. So that was pretty cool. Hello, Gamer 3 Girl 586. And yes, once again, another thing of saying Concanoople was the quickest to get those 3 points. And yeah, Cooper Flag last night against the Nuggets of all teams, he went off. He had 33 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists, and in a victory as well. So that was great to see. And a quick Anaheim Ducks update. They went to a shootout with the Pittsburgh Penguins, got that victory 4-3. Beckett Seneca is the first rookie to 25 points. I don't know if that's just NHL or the whole Anaheim Ducks record. And he's also the first rookie to 10 goals. I guess they're just talking about for this season. So yeah, he's been one of the better rookies out there. So that's great that he's playing for my Anaheim Ducks. Then when it comes to the Anaheim Ducks, when they're comparing them on December 9th, when I got this, they were last place in the Pacific Division last year. And then when you compare it to this year, they are first in the division. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. Merry Christmas to you, gamer girl. And then when it comes to the Anaheim Ducks in their next game, or one of their next games, they defeated the New York Rangers on the road 4-1. Then they defeated the Columbus Blue Jackets, if I'm not mistaken, 4-3 as well. So yeah, quick update on some of the teams that I am interested in. Hopefully that wasn't too long of a lie for you. Like I said, hopefully you're able to hear me, unlike my other video that I tried to do recently where the audio was not there. But like I said, hopefully this one works and you're all updated on a lot of my teams, so I won't have to make a separate video for this channel as well. So thanks for watching, people. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Thank you for everybody who's jumped in here and talked and commented. It's pretty cool to see the live chat going. So yeah, thanks again. Like I said, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. And the awkward second of me turning off the live video.